I cooked this jollof rice without tomato paste and I'm going to show you how. Welcome to my Nigerian food vlog. So let me show you how I made it. First thing to do is to boil the beef. I just put my beef into the pot and I'll be adding other ingredients like onions, my thyme, salt, seasoning, curry powder, and the next ingredient is optional, rosemary. You can do without it. I'll add some water, about 1.5 cup of water. Then I'll cover the pot and allow the frozen beef to simmer for about 7 minutes. After 7 minutes, this is what my beef looks like. It's not properly cooked, surely, because it's still frozen. But then I allowed it to simmer on low heat to avoid the beef getting burnt and the water getting dried. Yes, because the beef is frozen. So the best thing to do to get it to detach from itself is to allow it to simmer. I'm going to cover and simmer for another 7 minutes on low heat. So after that 7 minutes, this is what my beef looks like. And thank God, yes, it is now detaching easily from one another. So this is what you want to achieve when you simmer on low heat. Now I'm going to try to separate all the beef cuts from one another. And when I'm done with that, the next thing I will do is to turn up the heat to high heat because now it's time to properly cook the beef till it's well cooked. I'll be adding some more water to this beef and then I'll turn up the heat and cook it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, this right here is what I have. My beef looks properly cooked, but just to be on the safe side, I'm still going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, I'm going to move on to the next step of this cooking process. Okay, so make sure you watch this video to the end. Now, this is after 5 minutes. I'll take the beef off the stove and then I'll put my fry pan with vegetable oil. I'll allow this oil to heat up very well before adding my boiled beef. Now I'll be frying my beef for about 6 to 7 minutes on high heat till it has a lovely shade of golden brown. If you've watched this video to this point, don't forget to like this video, leave your comments, share this video, and of course subscribe to this channel. Now I'll fry this off camera and show you my other ingredients. Here is my cayenne pepper. I'd also be using some tomatoes. Yes, that's not all. Apart from the tomatoes, I'll be using bell pepper. And of course, what is jollof rice without onions? So yes, I'll be using onions as well. I'm going to be blending all of these ingredients to a rough texture or consistency. I know you're still wondering, how can she cook that jollof rice? How did she cook that jollof rice without tomato paste and it is that red? I'll show you how and I'm going to explain it further as we go on in this video. Now, after blending, it's time for the rice. The first thing to do is to parboil your rice. If you want to have a delicious, lovely jollof rice that has a very lovely texture and it's not mushy, make sure you parboil your rice. I just added some water to my pot. I'll add the washed rice and then I'll cover and parboil for about 5 to 7 minutes. You don't need to parboil for too long. 5 to 7 minutes is perfect and fine. I'm going to cover the pot now and let it parboil. So here is my rice. It's already boiling and I'm going to drain off the water from the rice and set it aside. I'm just going to pour it in the basket and let it be in the basket. Now it's time to fry. I'll pour my vegetable oil into my pot. I'll add some onions and then I'll mix these onions well and let it fry for a while. So let me let you know, the vegetable oil I just poured is some of the vegetable oil I used to fry the beef. It intensifies the flavor. This right here is the blended tomato, pepper, and onion mix that I made earlier. Yes, I'll mix this up very, very well. And then I'll move on to add the other ingredients for this recipe. Yes, you are wondering, she's not adding tomato paste. I'm not going to add tomato paste. I had to rinse out my blender because I don't like to waste my ingredients. I mean, let's rinse out the blender and ensure that I get everything I need. Now I'll add my beef stock. I'm not going to add a lot of water to this recipe as well. Yes, because I had already added a lot of beef stock. I added some salt. Now I'll add my seasoning and of course I'll add my curry and thyme. You can add rosemary if you want. You can decide not to add, but I decided not to add it here because I already used it to boil my beef. I'm mixing this up very well, and then I'll simply cover my pot and allow it to boil. I'm going to allow this sauce to boil very, very well. Whenever it starts boiling, depending on the heat you used, you can see now that it's boiling. So just let it boil till whenever it starts boiling. Then I'll add my parboiled rice. You would notice that in this recipe, I didn't use a lot of water. Yes, because I don't want my rice to be mushy. I used Nigerian short grain rice, and the water I only added was the one I used to blend the tomatoes, onions, and peppers, and then the meat stock. I just mix this up and I'll cover and cook for about 10 to 12 minutes on high heat. This is what my jollof rice looks like after 12 minutes on high heat. Take a look at it. This is lovely. This is nice. So for those people who do not want to use tomato paste for their jollof rice, or who do not like to use um convenience foods, processed foods like tomato paste and things like that for their jollof rice. Yes, this method is for you. It works, it's nice, it is lovely, and it is delicious. Don't forget to like this video, leave your comment, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. This right here is what my jollof rice looks like. Would you ever believe that I didn't use tomato paste for this jollof rice? Yes, and before I leave you, I would always say in all my videos, good food should be enjoyed always. This is because I solely believe that you should enjoy good food. Don't forget, make sure you like this video, okay? And subscribe to this channel. I've already said this like 3 times already. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. That's the meat right there, right beside it. So you see how I fried it. Oh.